I'm heading up San Gorgonio, the tallest mountain in Southern California, at 11,503 feet and camping on the summit. Welcome to Guy Who Camps. Let's go, marathon! Fully loaded with water, 34 pounds. Let's call it 34 pounds with water. I love the first couple steps of a hike. Nothing but possibilities ahead. Nothing but energy. I'm taking the Vivian Creek Trail. It's the most popular trail to get to the summit. It's also the shortest. It's also the steepest. The trail starts off pretty easy on a Forest Service road. And what's really interesting is you have these privately owned cabins which are on government land, often on 99-year leases. Just ran into some hunters. Apparently it's the last day of hunting season. These guys were out here with a bear and a deer tag. Saw some bears, but I'm glad I'm wearing a bright green outfit. Temperature's perfect. It's probably mid-50s right now, and I'm already getting warmed up. Taking it nice and easy for the first mile or so. Last time I was here, there was water in this creek bed. Not a ton, but about 6 feet of water to cross, bone dry. My plan hinges on being able to get water higher up on the mountain. In order to hike much further, you need a permit. And the reason why they do these permits is not only to control the amount of people who are on the trail, but really to keep track of people. Now is where it starts to get steep. And also coming straight from sea level to 6,000 feet, you feel it. The San Bernardino National Forest is incredible. It really is a gift. Stretches from Big Bear to Palm Springs and offers so many different types of recreational activity for people in Southern California. This is a much needed escape from LA. Some big honking trees that fell. This place gets hit by fires and mudslides. It's got a lot of downed trees. I've read some recent trip reports, just talked to a guy on the trail. It sounds like High Creek Camp is flowing. So I know I can drink this water and I've got enough water for food, cooking, etc. But that's really important. It can get hot out here, and with the altitude, it's important to stay hydrated. So don't come out here without enough water and without knowing where you're going to get more if you need it. This goes without saying. Watch your step. A lot of rescues are because people slip, fall, and take a tumble. Misfits peanut butter fudge. I'm looking forward to trying it. It's kind of a candy bar consistency, not bad. Still tastes a little proteiny though. Electrolytes are key for preventing cramping, which is what happens when you have a 9-mile straight uphill with almost no reprieve. I'm so happy to be here today. I've been looking forward to this camping trip for weeks. Look at this old growth patch fed by a creek here. Is there anything more beautiful? There's water in Vivian Creek. That makes me feel really confident to go higher, because if there's water down here, there's water up there. Is there a sweeter sound when you're in the backcountry than this? At 7,200 feet and 1.5 miles in, the Vivian Creek Camp is often the first stop for a lot of novice hikers. It's an incredible place to camp. I highly recommend it. And you get all the props just for making it up here, because it is steep. but that's not for us. We're headed to the San Gorgonio summit. Let's rock. It's November 8th, well into our shoulder season here in Southern California, and conditions can change quickly. The air gets thinner as you go up, the temperature drops. Make no mistake, San Gorgonio is a serious mountain. With reports of bear, it's always smart to make a lot of noise. This is something we used to do a lot in Alaska. Hey bear, I'm coming through. Hey. If they hear you coming, they're not alarmed. They can move off the trail. At least they know you're not threatening them. You don't want to sneak up on a bear. You certainly don't want to sneak up on a mama bear and cub. I've been following the weather forecast for the past 2 weeks. About 10 days ago, we had some snow, and tonight it's supposed to get down to about 30 degrees with 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Conditions are perfect. This is a bear canister. I brought it to protect my food from bears and all sorts of marmots and other creatures that live up at the summit, and that will not hesitate to chew a hole through your tent or your pack to get to any food you may have inside. Sourdough, brie cheese, and salami. I pre-sliced this at home. I also took the salami out of a much larger packaging and put it in this here. Trying to keep my pack weight down, but also keep the volume down so everything fits in the canister. If you're enjoying this video, you've seen my other videos, or you just like watching camping on YouTube, I encourage you to subscribe to Guy Who Camps. Your subscription, your likes, and especially your comments, I love hearing from you. It gives me energy to keep going, not just up this mountain, but to keep making YouTube videos. I've arrived at the cutoff for halfway camp, which isn't exactly halfway. It's more of like, should be called third way camp. At 3.1 miles and 8,040 feet of elevation, another awesome place to camp, although I don't believe there's any water here. So, you know, keep that in mind if you're planning on coming up and camping at halfway, third way. These old growth trees are special. Walking in the shadows of giants. This makes me excited. We got some snow. We're at 8,469 feet of elevation, which means there's only going to be more snow as we head up the mountain. Snow can be used as water, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Let's take a little bite. There are a lot of dead trees, and they're just waiting to fall over. People call them widow makers. So you want to be careful if you're out here when it's windy, especially when you're camping. Don't camp under a big dead tree. That is a rookie move. 4.9 miles, break and sandwich number 2. Not a cloud in the sky, not a care in the world. This is living. There's a waterfall, and High Creek Camp is just above it. That water looks delicious. Campers there. We got campers there. High Creek Camp is 5.6 miles from the trailhead and 9,260 feet of elevation. Now let's go find that water. I hear the water. I like to find a little waterfall for a spigot. That way it keeps all the debris and the gunk from forming. This water is cold. Oftentimes I'll bring iodine tablets or some sort of purification drops, but those do add kind of a nasty flavor. So I figured, hey, I have the time. Let's get it straight from the creek and filter it. More snow, it means I'm getting higher. And I'm at the top of the saddle, 7.64 miles. Now we begin the summit push here. Up here on San Gorgonio, altitude sickness isn't just an abstract risk, it's a creeper. For me, 10,000 feet is where I start to really feel the effects. You know, increased heart rate, shortness of breath, light-headed. So it's my reminder to drink more water, more electrolytes, consume food, and take breaks often. The summit is in sight. Another 1,100 feet to go. I just got to go up this ridge, then get on that ridge, and then make my way to the summit. One more hill, one more sprint away, just right up there. About to hop on the Skyline Trail. This is either the summit or a false summit. False summit. This has got to be the summit. Let's go. A whole group of people camping up here. This is awesome. Let's see. I think I found my home for the night. Look at this. The first thing I'm going to do is put some layers on. Basically all of my layers on. Let's go very quickly and check out the peak. What a day. Mikasa. Tent set up, sun is going down. One of the most extraordinary sunsets I've been a part of. Some homemade corn tortilla mix, which is made of masa, harina, sea salt, and I'm gonna add hot water. Fry those up on a little frying pan. And then I have some delicious coconut chickpea curry. I got this ultralight stove on Amazon for 17 bucks. This is its maiden voyage in terms of taking it out to the field. Poured myself a little hot water, putting a smidgen of maple syrup in. Oh, it smells like a tortilla. My daughter Violet got me this little camp pan. It's super light, very thoughtful. Not ideal, but it is corn. It is hot. It does taste like a tortilla. So the tortillas were a big L. I don't know. Maybe I put too much water in there. We're boiling water to just to soak this thing in the hot water to warm it up. And then I'm gonna eat it out of the pouch. Not hot. Burned a ton of calories getting up here, and I'm not getting them back with this dinner. So I have every single piece of clothing I brought on, from the long underwear, sun shirt, fleece shirt, puffy, to long underwear, trekking pants, hiking socks, down kind of sleeping booties, because my sleeping bag is a 34 Fahrenheit, which means you'll survive at 34, which is probably what it's going to get down to tonight, but it's not necessarily comfortable. It's not comfort rated for 34. It's probably more like 50. A lot of learnings from this day. I should have just brought stuff that I could pour boiling water into and eat. But I love it. There's no place I'd rather be. You know, this is a bucket list for me. So here I am. See you in the morning. May have been the longest night of my life. I went to bed at like 6 p.m. and it's 6 a.m. now. You can see this wind. This is exactly what I imagined when I set out to climb San Gorgonio. Waking up in solitude, the type of sunrise you only get at 11,000 feet. All packed up, 7:20 in the morning. Time to head down and get some food. Almost to the car, let's go.